Welcome to the first episode of the Find and Flip Kids, where me, Oliver,
and me, AJ, go to thrift stores, garage sales, and consignment stores. In this episode, we'll be getting out early.
The first day back open, hitting a multitude of stores and sales,
and making a quick buck while we're at it.
Let's check it out.
Just left the first stop right there, Platos Closet.
All of a sudden, fam.
Got a couple good stuff, we'll show you in the car. So, found these in Platos. They were 35 bucks, as you see there. I mean, they're in pretty good condition, just some creasing. I mean, we can put an eBay photo, put some socks in the soles. I mean, it'll look good as new. And then just some minor scuff so we can get out with sneaker cleaner. But overall, these should be probably $70 profit. So our stay-at-home order for the county just ended today. We're currently on the way to the second Platos. We're hitting them right when they open. Not many people are going to be out on the first day back open. This is where we're going to find the steals.
Big shot for the little dot. I don't need y'all. Stay high for the info guy. I don't need y'all.
Just left the second Platos. Low-key a bust.
Johnny Manziel.
Compared to the last Platos we went to when we picked these laser ones. But you know, we can't win them all, so we're just going to go to the next one. We saw Liberty Thrift on the way here. Didn't expect to go there, but see what we can get there.
Why to be mess? Running on racks. I know they niggas ain't talking to me. I don't give a reaction.
Shout out Gary V. Mug Life.
Mug life, mug life, mug life, dick.
Still at Liberty Thrift here. Just came across a real mouse optical. I remember on YouTube, did my research. I knew a mouse just like this in the box was worth somewhere around $100. I mean, this one wasn't it. It was definitely worth the search because it ended up being around $50. $44 profit, in box, easy find.
So we just left Liberty Thrift.
All of a sudden, fam.
They kicked us out because the store was closing. We took Gary V's advice.
Dick.
So the first thing I got was this M&M cheerleader mug. I've seen them listed for about 10. You'll see a pop-up right there of how much it is. All mugs were 50 cents, so low investment cost. And say they don't sell, we just got mugs that we like. So the second mug I got was this Boynton Utter Cool mug. This one I've seen comps going for around 14, 15. Easy profit right there. And then these two Coca-Cola mugs, total of $3. Vintage Coke mug. Huge come up. I saw one of the pair, a listing of the pair sold for 23. That's big profit right there.
I actually got a similar M&M mug. I think all my mugs that I got all cost 50, all sell for 10, $9.50 on each one. We got the M&M, Hershey's, Cheers. And what you can see through that is the Hershey's, Cheers, M&M. It's all big name commodity type stuff, and that's definitely what you want to go for because that's what people are looking for, and it's definitely the easiest to look up. And also got shot glass, 50 cents. I think this goes for 10 as well. But my biggest find was this mouse. I said before, I did some research on it. Before coming here, I knew these Microsoft type of mouses, these type of mouses go for so much, even though they're so old. I don't know why they're in such high demand, but they do. I paid $6, goes for 40. Huge profit there.
The next day.
First garage sale of the season was a bust.
Anthony Bennett.
Was nothing there, to be honest. The best thing we could find was a portable CD player, but had no knowledge on how much I was going for. Maybe we'll have a pop-up, maybe we missed it, maybe we didn't. Another thing about that guy was hovering over his stuff. When people do that, it's just so awkward for him to just stand over you. It's like imagine if you're eating food and a waiter is over you the entire time. It's so awkward. I don't see why you would be doing that. Just give us some space and let us search on our own. We'll come to you when we need to.
He was also selling wine boxes without the wine. He was just trying to get money for his trash.
Oh, my whole bin. If I want some
Alright, just leaving the second garage sale of the day.
All of a sudden, bro.
Absolutely nothing. I mean,
Christmas.
all Christmas. There was these one couple loading their
Not even
car.
a couple, it was one lady. The guy was helping.
Yeah, just boxes full of ornaments. Yeah, so we're leaving there. Second one, bust.
Darko Milicic.
All right, so we just left the third garage sale. That was a pretty good one. We both got some stuff. I picked up these baby toddler Air Max 90s, only $1. And these will sell for, I hope upwards of 10, so that's a pretty good come up.
I got a baseball card deck. Lots of cards in here too. I got this for $5. Easily one of these could go for easily more than 5. Ball dome lids for your mason jars. Everybody always needs them. And probably the biggest find is this rustic lantern. I think total with the shoes he wanted $20.
He didn't get it.
Ended up getting them all for $14. I think the lantern can go for around $40. Ball mason jar lids could probably go for around $5. And these baseball cards are throw up. Easily one of these could go for more than $5, but won't know until I look it up.
So we've had 3 sales today. Only struck on the third one. First 2 were very dry.
Water would be nice.
Now we're heading to a consignment appointment where I'm about to sell a bunch of stuff. We'll let you know how it goes. Pull up to Closet Exchange where we're about to sell these clothes and shoes. Some of the stuff that we're gonna sell. A couple of hats, pretty good Nike hats. This not authentic Louis Vuitton bag that we got at a yard sale. Let's see if they take it. A couple pairs of shoes. These aren't real, but KD's, Chris Paul's, old LeBron's, and then in here is a bunch of old clothing that I think they'll really like. So let's see what we get for it.
You have ID?
Yeah.
This is not the real one, it's the fake one.
It is?
It's an imitation, yeah. We won't be able to do any imitation. Yeah, these sneakers are a little older for us too.
And these are designer.
We need more summer stuff. We don't have market for it.
And these are designer too.
Yeah, they're nice, but we don't have market for it. We're looking for just like more regular stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like more like just summer stuff though, but not like these stuff should be okay. But all these like too old for us. We can't right now. We need some newer stuff, like little more more summer stuff right now. Yeah, the short stuff like that I will take it, but stuff like that we don't have market for it.
So as you can see, we really didn't sell much. They were kind of being real stingy on the summery things. Things that are out of season. So the 2 pairs of designer pants they wouldn't take. That's what I thought was going to be big money. You'll see pictures of those right here. But then they offered me, I'll put a photo of the receipt about here. They only offered me about $20 for maybe $50 worth of stuff. So while we were browsing the store, we found these Bulls Over Broadway, pretty good condition. I negotiated this that they would trade the shoes for the items. This is probably $70 value, so kind of got scammed, kind of scammed now.
While Oliver was getting scammed, I looked around the store, found these New Balance 990s, size 9.5, $25. Looked them up on eBay. They usually go for 100, and these are in style, so they're definitely gonna sell pretty easily.
When I step on the scene, I might see. Wanna be just like me. Every bitch wanna be called wifey. And the job I don't say pricey, just say pricey. Shout out my name. Hey, you shout out my name, I just thought you was game. I ain't switch up a fiend. I remember them necklaces when I came. Talk high, but you walk right by me. Now my soul is a stink.
At this in someone's random house right now. It seems as they did the research on just about everything. And then we look up, this is right on the first eBay listing. Alright, so a little change of scenery. God damn! Alright, little change of scenery. Night of day 2, not in the car anymore, at the house. On day 2, we went to a multi-family garage sale. There were about 4 on one street. There's a little bit of clips from some of them, but we definitely didn't get them all. First, at one of the first garage sales we went to, I got this huge, heavy cassette recorder and a stereo. The lady, she had it for 10, I asked for 5. She ended up giving it to me for free.
She didn't get it.
I know these go for a lot of money because like the cassette recording is something very specific that a lot of people ask for. I think it's going for around 50 right now, but I might just end up selling it for parts.
Also at that same house, I found this How the Grinch Stole Christmas snow globe, Cindy Lou Who. It's hard to find some of these on eBay, so I just listed it for this price here, and we'll see how it does, but I'm confident in that purchase.
We ended up finding one more, which was a little bit out of the way, but they ended up having this thing where you donate money. Everything's free. You donate however much you want, so we did a little donation and took an item each. I ended up getting these wireless indoor-outdoor speakers, which at the time looked like they were pretty good because it's an electronic in-box, which is definitely something you want to look for. Electronics in-box are usually easy to search, easy to sell, but I didn't look close enough. This has iPod compatible, which is obviously a little outdated. There's not much on eBay at the moment, but I still was able to find one for a decent price. It ended up going for 40, but because it's so limited and so outdated, I don't know if it's going to be able to sell.
I got this random little sewing thing. I know that these have some value, but it's for basically free. I mean, you can't really pass up something like this. One more yard sale that we went to, picked up this Canon little printer. Came from this one woman. She wanted 15, then she wanted 10.
She didn't get it.
Said I wasn't interested. Then she asked for 5. I couldn't pass it up because, as you can see right there, yeah, it's a pretty big come up there. So that caps off a very, very successful second day of thrifting. See what we can get tomorrow. Alright, so we forgot to film the afternoon of yesterday, but we hit a few more garage sales. But let's recap the big finds from yesterday. We had a couple good ones.
I found these New Balance 990s in the store. It's only been a day and they already have an offer for 90, so that was really fast. And then we also picked up Pogs, which if you don't know are these milk caps. It's a game. These are 2 Jordan ones. They come in all different varieties. We picked these up at a garage sale for $8, 1,000 of them. We took about 3 hours sorting these. These took, not 3 hours, hour and a half maybe sorting these.
The milk caps, there's so many of them. There's so many different varieties, but the comparisons that we found on eBay, the more quantity you have, the more value, and this is definitely quantity. So we'll see what we can try and fetch for that. We'll probably post the eBay listings up there. We separated them into rare and also just max quantity.
And some of the rare ones that we found were 2 Michael Jordans. The Last Dance going around, we feel like we can sell these pretty easily. And one that we still can't find is this Bad Boy Club. And the only reason we think it's rare is if you can see in the bottom right, it says 2 of 18, which obviously means there's only 18 made and this was the second one. It's numbered, but I can't find it anywhere. Another thing about these Pogs is, going into it, obviously we had no idea what they are, but the lady was talking about it like it was her childhood. And upon bringing them home to our parents, they knew exactly what they were. Apparently they're like the Beyblades of our age. Everybody knows about it. Everybody was playing them in the mid-90s.
So they'll sure to fetch value from both people that are buying it out of nostalgia or hardcore collectors.
Yep.
And then today, we went out around 10 a.m. We drove a little while to hit another Platos, and we kind of struck out on a bunch of stores. But we ended up at a Goodwill where we made a huge come up. We found all these vintage rock vinyl records, and they're pretty easy to research.
We got Van Halen, AC/DC, Iron Maiden, Metallica,
Chicago,
Boston.
Yeah, all famous bands. They're in pretty good condition, and with the rarity, they're definitely gonna fetch some good value on the market, especially since we only paid $3 a piece for them at Goodwill. So this is a very huge come up.
Some of the more rarer ones, we have this Van Halen for Unlawful Carnal Knowledge. That goes for about $150 on eBay. We'll pop it up. That's one of the rarer ones, probably the most rare here. And then do you have the...
This one has 2 discs in it, so that'll go for a lot. And then this Metallica one that AJ found, it seems to be pretty rare upon research, so we'll see what we can get out of this.
Even if we can't sell these, we paid $36 for 12 of them, and I mean, like, I'm fine with keeping any of these, but I'm sure they're gonna sell. But either way, they're tough, and I'm fine with keeping any of these.
Okay. So to cap off the weekend, we started off Friday, first day of opening of the county. Hit a couple consignment stores and thrifts. Then yesterday was the big day of garage sailing. And today we struck big with the record. So it just shows you that 2 teenagers can go out on any given weekend and make, well, we'll pop out the number right here, but make a very decent amount of money with very low investment cost.
And